Hi, welcome to the tutorial on e-learning and me, Brixner Junior High's distance learning schedule. And this is the schedule that will begin starting Monday, April 20th. The first thing we're going to look at is what a class hour is, which is the focus of the first half of this tutorial. And then we'll look at how to make a full schedule in the second half of the tutorial. We are looking at live sessions with teachers for certain class periods. Teachers may be hosting video conference lessons, monitoring discussion boards, or communicating in other real-time ways with their students during their class hours throughout the week. This is by no means the only time students should be working on schoolwork. They are just specific times to be working directly with their teachers for their various class periods. So the schedule of class hours for Brixner is Tuesday through Friday. First and second period will happen on Tuesday. Third and fourth period will be scheduled on Wednesday. Fifth and sixth period will be on Thursday, and seventh period and advisory will be scheduled on Friday. On Monday, there'll be a check-in with your advisory teacher, as well as an opportunity to get all of your assignments for the week, and teachers are going to be available throughout the day on Monday for any clarity needed on assignments or expectations. To go in a little more detail for Monday, weekly assignments and expectations will be posted in all virtual classrooms by 8 a.m. Advisory teachers will check in with their advisory students. The advisory teacher will make a unique meeting time for their students, so that's something to check in with your individual advisory teacher about. All teachers are available throughout the day to clarify assignments and help students get started with their week. Previous week's work will be due at the end of the day on Monday, starting on the 27th of April. Obviously, there won't be anything due this coming Monday, the 20th. On Tuesday, class hours are first period and second period. So whatever your first and second class periods would be, you would find those times within Tuesday, and that's when you would attend live sessions with those teachers. Wednesday is third and fourth period. Thursday is for fifth and sixth period, and it does not matter whether you had first lunch or second lunch. It doesn't affect this at all. Your fifth period is your fifth period, and you would attend it during the time slot available to you on Thursday. Friday is reserved for seventh period and another advisory check-in. Seventh period would fall within our class hours schedule here, and then advisory would be whenever your advisory teacher schedules it. So there's your schedule of class hours, and let's look at it from a view of a student and give an example of how this actually works to understand it in greater detail. So let's say that this student's schedule is as follows. They have advisory, first period science, second period chorus, third period English, fourth health, fifth history, sixth algebra, seventh PE, and then they have their exploratory class, a pretty typical Brixner schedule. Well, first and foremost, exploratories are canceled for the rest of the year, so go ahead and cancel that off of your schedule. In addition to that, if you are an office aide or a teacher's aide, you can go ahead and cancel those classes. They are not going to be ones you are participating with in our virtual e-learning environment. So we're going to plug in this student's schedule with the live class hours to see when live sessions are available, and then we're going to fill out the rest of their schedule with a full day's worth of school Monday through Friday. On Monday, you're going to visit with your advisory teacher, turn in work, and download the week's assignments. So let's say that this student's advisory teacher has decided that 1 p.m. is the time they're going to have an advisory meeting. So he's going to put that into his schedule for Monday. He's also going to put into his schedule at 9 a.m. that he's going to go online and visit all of his classes and download all the different assignments that he has been assigned and look over them and get a feel for what he's being expected to do for the week. And that's kind of what he's going to do on Monday. Maybe he doesn't understand what his math teacher asked him to do. He could check in with them anytime on Monday and find out some more details about what he's supposed to be doing before he actually meets with his math teacher later in the week. Tuesday is a live session opportunity for first and second period. This student has science and choir. So we look at the main schedule of class hours. We find science is scheduled at noon for a live session on Tuesday, and that electives are scheduled at 2 p.m., and that's where his choir would fall. So he's going to plug those into his calendar. He has a noon live science class available to him and a 2 p.m. live chorus class available to him. Wednesday, we're focused on third and fourth period. So he has English and health for third and fourth period on Wednesday. He's going to look at his schedule. Although third period in regular traditional school would happen before fourth period, in this student's example, he's actually going to end up changing and having health be happening at 9 a.m. and English would happen at noon. He's going to plug those things into his calendar for Wednesday. Thursday, we're now focusing in on 5th and 6th period. In this case, he had history for 5th and algebra for 6th period. So he looks at the schedule and he finds math, and math is over here at noon on Thursday, and social studies is scheduled at 3 p.m. So he sticks in his math class at noon, and he sticks in the history class at 3 p.m. on Thursday. Now you'll notice this particular student seems to have class every day at noon, and that is a coincidence with his schedule. All schedules will be different and bounce around throughout. On Friday, the focus is just 7th period and advisory. So at this point, he's going to go look into the schedule for his PE class, and then whatever his advisory teacher has decided for meeting time will be what else he plugs in. That will be unique to each individual advisory. 7th period, the live class hour for Friday is 11 a.m. So he'll plug 11 a.m., his PE session, and maybe his advisory teacher sticks with 1 o'clock as the meeting time for Monday and Friday, and so he would put that into his schedule as well. So this gives his full schedule of live, interactive class opportunities for all of his teachers. The next assignment that is assigned to each individual student is to fill out the rest of their weekly schedule, to include their breakfast, lunch, when they're exercising for their PE, if they have any chores they're doing to help out, and assignment work time. So I've done an example of this. This could look very different for different students, but let's say that this student decides that they're going to get up in the morning and eat breakfast sometime around 8 a.m., and then they're going to do their morning routines for PE. So their workouts and their running and all their other aerobic exercise is going to be happening earlier in the morning to get their day started. Now you'll notice the live sessions are still plugged in and they're color-coded here. Those still exist, but he's filling in all of this other stuff with his schedule. This is going to look very different for every student and is unique to each student, but the important things are that they are working around their live scheduled classes as much as possible and trying to get as much schoolwork time in throughout their regular school days and give them some organization. Now, the last point I want to make before I say farewell to you all is we recognize some of you won't be able to attend these live sessions. So let's say at 9 o'clock, this student's mom is using the computer and he has no chance to get onto the computer and attend his health class live session. Maybe he could attend a health session on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Well, he would have the opportunity to talk to his PE teacher, his health teacher, and work out the details and attend that session instead of the morning session because of his unique schedule that he has at home. That's why we staircased the scheduling the way that we did, so that there should be some opportunity to check in with your teacher in live time. Ideally, you're doing that during the class period scheduled, but if you need to make adjustments for your own unique circumstance, we are open and flexible to making that work. Right. If you have any questions, contact your advisory teacher for clarification. Live sessions are highly encouraged, but they're not required. Try to find another opportunity to meet with teachers if there are conflicts that arise. Good luck with trying to navigate your schedule. Make sure you're giving yourselves lots of opportunity to work throughout the week so you're not trying to do all your work on Sundays before they're due on Monday. And I hope that you're all doing well and taking care of yourselves in this crazy time. Thanks for watching the tutorial. Ask advisory teachers for help.